Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of NBA 2K MyGM Oklahoma City Thunder franchises episode 2, and we're getting ready for our opening night game here in the NBA against the Portland Trailblazers here as we start our season here, our 2014 season on the road. Now, as you see here, we're gonna try to check out here and show you guys here. I believe it will be the last year's rankings there. As you see, last year we were 59 and 23, and of course we want to improve that record here. We're hoping we can get at least close to 60 games here. Of course, we have to have 32 sellout games here at home. Well, they're at home, and we have to, I believe, lose no more than 40 games this season. So as you see here, we're getting ready here, and there you see the matchups there, and of course starting lineup there. Of course, they have this year, as always, they have the jerseys there, and I'm hoping they'll add some throwback jerseys. I would love to play as the Seattle Supersonics jerseys there. But here you see we're showing a little bit of the pregame show there of Sprite with Shaq, and the pregame show is pretty funny there. Maybe another episode I'll show you guys actually the full version of it, but there you see the starting lineup there, and of course the points of emphasis there. You'll see there what we needed to focus in on the game, both on offense and defense. And like I said, it should be a good game here between these two great teams. Portland Trailblazers, one of those up-and-coming teams there. And, of course, the Thunder, they've had a bit of the NBA Finals. They want to go back there. That's the whole reason why we have this series, that we're trying to go back and get Durant and Westbrook a chance to win their first ever NBA title for this franchise. So we'll see if we can do that here as we start our game here, our first game here, one of 82 games that we'll play here in this series as we'll get ready here. So with no further ado, I will be back at the end of the game for post game, and you guys can check out the rest of this game here as we get ready for game 1 here in the 2014 season of MyGM OKC Thunder franchise. See you guys then.
Let's go, Portland Trailblazers! That's the 7-footer from Stanford, number 42, At guard, 6'5" from Marquette, number 2, Wesley Matthews. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me to provide the analysis for what's sure to be another exciting year, Steve Kerr, the sharpshooter, and Clark Kellogg. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Oklahoma City right now, and outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Anthony Morrow out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Perkins into the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the basket by Lillard.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
You know, Robin Lopez doesn't score a lot, but neither is he a liability at the center position. He's got really good hands. He catches everything. He can finish off the pick and roll action. He can even knock down the mid-range jumper if you leave him open, and he's an excellent rebounder, too.
And it's Matthews with the jam.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Ibaka in the post. Aldridge is there. Shot's good by Ibaka. Here's Lillard. Knocked loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Now here's Westbrook. Outside Durant. Can't hit. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard outside. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Pass to Matthews. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. No good.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not. He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard, right side. Outside Matthews. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Aldridge. Misses off the left iron.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
And here's Morrow outside. Portland grabs the miss. This is the first they're seeing of Oklahoma City here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them.
Well, we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these 2 teams last year. That was fun to watch.
Here's Batum. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Durant. Right side Westbrook. Pass to Durant. From downtown, and that one's good. Durant's got 5 points so far. And they match up really well.
Kevin, they really do. Sometimes it comes down to the X factor when these 2 teams play. And really, it could go either way. They're that evenly matched.
Now, here's Matthews. Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Aldridge. Drops one in from the wing. Aldridge has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Westbrook with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Batum against Durant, and he gets it to go.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Portland climbed the ladder out in the West last year because they were very tough against the rest of the conference, especially in close games.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
31 wins for the Blazers against the rest of the West last year. Extremely impressive. And as you said, they were able to get a lot of close games to go in their favor.
While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they had a really strong presence in the paint. Very physical, really dominated the lane area in terms of rebounding the basketball.
Trailblazers trail by 3. And if you look at this roster and what they did last year, it's not a surprise, Steve. They gutted out wins in close games.
Yeah, they have so many players that can step up and hit the big shot. But when you have a chance of hitting a game winner, you have to think Portland will pull it off.
Here's Westbrook. After Wesley Matthews scored, Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Pulls it up. Shot is off. Aldridge with some nice D. And now Portland on the break. And Matthews with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Matthews has got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Thunder have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Feeds to Morrow. There's the 3. And the Thunder another 3.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Westbrook. For the finish, with a big dunk at the end of the break. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Yeah, especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And Portland has possession. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Lillard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Aldridge double teamed. Shot clock at 6. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Damian Lillard, a scoring point guard, great three-point shooter, able to hit from deep range off the dribble. You name it. And of course, hit probably the biggest shot of the playoffs last year. That game winner ended the series against Houston.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And for Lillard, not just a long-range threat, he's great running that pick and roll, driving and kicking to set up his teammates.
Yeah, he's really excellent in ball handling situations in that pick and roll. I mean, he can get his shot if guys go under. He can split the screen. He can create shots for other people. He's a real handful, and his athleticism is very sneaky, scary.
Entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Keenan has checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Damian Lillard. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Lamb, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Jackson. Durant wide open, he fires. Robinson pulls it in.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Blake kicks to Keenan. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 1:41 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Jackson. Here's Collison. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Collison's got his first points of the night.
A good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
Here's Blake, guarded by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. A baseline J. Again, the Thunder score.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Now Blake. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Robinson a screen on Jackson. Blake passes to Keenan. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the elbow. Another miss by Kamen.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Collison with the screen for Jackson. It's Durant on the wing. Fires for three. Chris Kamen with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Batum dishes to McCollum. He feeds it to Kamen, and that one's good. Kamen's got his first 2 points.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Jackson, great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Here's Blake, and he knocks down the jumper.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
There's the buzzer, and not much scoring at all through the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
Tune in for a scary night of basketball. Halloween in the NBA. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls this Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, Steve, Clark, what do you think?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hands.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Adams in at the center. He had to fade back on that one, but still got it to go.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Inside. Puts up the baby hook. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into the lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together. But it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Kevin Durant, after his finals loss in 2011, hired his own analytics expert. Together, they studied video and stats to analyze which are his best spots on the floor. And most shots for KD are good, but he wants great ones. And Kevin, since that time, KD's scoring efficiency has gone from good to phenomenal.
And in 2012-13, he became the 7th player Clark ever to tally a 50, 40, 90 season.
KD joining his role model, Larry Bird. something special. Thanks, Doris. You know, going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other. So they're going to be good for a long time.
The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook with it. Matthews covering. It's Westbrook with the drive. They get it back. Here's Morrow. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Morrow's got his second bucket of the night.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal. Well, they did have to deal with some small market repercussions, though, the Thunder I'm talking about. You know, they couldn't afford to pay James Harden. They had to make that trade. But I think they've dealt with it really well. They've added some nice pieces, and the Thunder obviously still one of the elite teams in the NBA.
And he gets it to go. Matthews has got 10 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Now here is Ibaka. Aldridge with some nice D. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. And Matthews gets it to go. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. This is to Durant. The shot. And he hits the jump shot. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter. Portland trailing here. Lillard outside. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. He dishes it to McCollum. There's the double team with Westbrook. Lillard with no one around. Misses off the right iron. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Westbrook kicks to Durant. There's the dish to Ibaka. And it's Ibaka again missing.
It's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
You know, as great as Aldridge was in the first half of last year, you felt like he was going to really kick it into overdrive in the second half of the season because of his all-star snub.
Now here's Westbrook. Perkins with a screen on Lillard. Off the pick. Perkins with the bucket. Perkins got his first basket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You know, there were some question marks heading into last season about how long Aldridge would be with the team. I mean, a report was circulating that he wanted to leave, but he denied it, and good for Portland that it was just a rumor mill at work.
Yeah, last season definitely, guys, had some drama with Aldridge and his future. But as the season rolled on and the Blazers played so well, winning the first-round series over Houston, making it to the second round, certainly one of the big surprises in the league, but all that other talk kind of went away.
Well, that's what winning does, Kevin. I mean, it just kind of cures everything. A lot of drama early in the season, speculation about whether Aldridge would resign or not. But, you know, with the success of the season and that good young core, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to keep everybody together.
When you have the explosive talent, Clark, the Thunder have, you can compete with any team, and that's a big part of why they were a top team out west once again.
You know, a lot of people wondered if they had slipped from the elite teams in the West, but again, Kevin, they proved they are still amongst the top teams in the league.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And as you said, there were questions about the Thunder heading into this last year, but they showed they are still part of the elite group.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter.
Well, you know, the Thunder really do a lot of things well. There aren't many weaknesses.
Go down there.
Man, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Oh, yes, the turnaround. Aldridge has got 8 points.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
A chance here, Kevin, to check out how the Trailblazers ranked in the NBA last season. First in rebounding, first in free throw percentage. And they also showed up in the top 5 in overall offense. This team has no trouble scoring the basketball. That's the least of their concerns. They love to get it up and down and put it in the hole.
But when you think about this club, the first thing that comes to mind is their ability to rebound the ball. Best in the league, so physical. They just pounded the glass, and that's how they tried to win games, just by being more physical than their opponents.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Durant, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Morrow. He's covered by Matthews. And a missed layup.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating and forcing the miss.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Morrow kicks to Perkins. Puts up the baby hook. The shot is off. Good D by Lopez. And now Portland on the break. Here's Matthews. Here's Batum, and Durant sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Ibaka with the ball. Matthews covering. Morrow kicks to Durant. Perkins with the screen for Durant. And shot on the way, and the basket good. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, Kevin Durant has really worked hard on his ball handling and passing, and it's a response to facing constant traps and double teams in the playoffs. In those situations, being able to escape pressure and find the open man, that is crucial to his success.
A different look now for Portland. Chris Kamen's checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Lillard. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Jackson in for Russell Westbrook.
And Durant actually played point guard in high school his freshman year. But a 5-inch growth spurt his sophomore year took him from 6'3" to 6'8" and moved him from guard to forward.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Portland not the biggest market, but it's a one-team city, and these fans really support their Blazers. Coach Stott said, the fan support here is special. You can't appreciate it until you see it every night. Damian Lillard said, the fans stay behind us through good or bad. When they see us in public, it's always love.
They appreciate that support, Doris. Thanks. And when Durant played in Seattle, he played shooting guard. Steve in Oklahoma City, they put him at small forward.
Well, it's a more natural position for him. And, you know, he's worked hard to kind of lower his shoulders when he's dribbling in traffic, trying to find angles that he couldn't get to before. And he's cut down his turnovers. But when he gets to his spot, kind of at the elbows or in the paint. He rises up and he just shoots over the top of everybody.
And so Adams nails both of them.
The Blazers were one of the pleasant surprises of the season last year, and they got a lot of their wins at home. Very tough here in the Rose Garden.
Matthews with it. He's picked up by Lamb. 1:11 left now here in the second. Clock at 6. Matthews into the lane. 31 wins, Clark, for the Blazers here in Portland. Very tough in this arena.
And you hear about how some places are loud, like Oracle and Oklahoma can be, or for the home of the Golden State Warriors. But this Portland crowd is as loud as it gets. Got to give some credit to the Rowdy Rip City bunch, and they've been that way since back in my day when I was playing in the early 80s.
Gosh, I can't even remember that.
Well, Wes Matthews started off last season on fire. Over 50% from long range over the first quarter of the season. And as time went on, he cooled off a bit. But as a whole, just an excellent year for Matthews. Probably the best of his career.
And Matthews, a reliable three-point shooter throughout his career. Able to hit spotting up or on the board. Prefers that left wing, but can really spray you from anywhere. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Down low, here's Batum. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist. Batum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. 2-for-1 chance here.
Yeah, let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And Steve Wesley Matthews selective with when he'll look to attack off the dribble.
Yeah, he keeps his turnovers low, but he's a gym rat. Working on his ability to drive inside and finish, but really wants to shoot threes. That's what his focus is.
Doubled by Collison. Blake with it. Guarded down by Jackson. Came in, passes to Blake. Portland moving the ball out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Durant. Fires from deep. With 1 on the clock, he lays it in. Collison's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Scott, I heard you tell the guys you were giving up too many easy baskets. How do you adjust going forward?
Well, we have to get back on defense, and we can't. If we're going to switch, we've got to switch aggressive. We're just giving up too many points around the paint.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Matthews. He has 20 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean, he's conscious of the fact that moving the ball around gets the defense to move. It forces them to work, and it creates a better offensive flow for his own team.
Here's Lillard. Filling out the wings, it's Matthews and Batum. Aldridge and Lopez are down low. And it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Aldridge with a screen on Durant. And Batum kicks to Aldridge. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
The Trailblazers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And Lillard kicks to Matthews. Back to Lillard. Got a piece of it. Westbrook with the steal. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And now that they have the lead, they might even want to get more aggressive defensively. Really attack, try to come up with more steals.
And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked it.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style. And a little credit to Scott Brooks, who's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. Engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. He's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Lillard attacking. Batum sets a screen for Lillard. Matthews against Durant. 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader. Here's Aldridge. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Our timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You look at how the Blazers played last year, and there was just so much motion in their offense, not just on the transition, but also in the half court. I think that's in large part why they got so much better.
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Second, the Thunder.
Yeah, so much of their defense revolved around their ability to block shots in the low post. That's why their numbers were so good last season.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And that running around in constant motion, Clark, the big reason why the Blazers scored in bunches.
Yeah, it can wear teams out. I mean, ball movement, player movement are 2 of the hardest things to deal with as a defense. And the NBA tracks how much a player moves in the game. If you look at the top of that list, I was really amazed with the Portland players.
Batum with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Perkins against Matthews. That's good. Matthews has got 22 points.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Westbrook dishes to Morrow. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Portland trailing here. Kicks it to Matthews. Back to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Aldridge. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
It has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets a lead and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
Here's Batum and Durant with the block. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. McCollum's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Lillard against Westbrook. Lillard misses.
Few can argue that Damian Lillard made another leap as a player last year, building off of his great rookie of the year campaign and taking it another notch higher.
Here's Durant. Nails the 16-footer. Durant's got 17.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. And Lillard last season, between his improvement beyond the arc and from the line, becoming even more, Steve, efficient as a scorer.
Yeah, well, he upped his rate of scoring and rebounding. He cut his turnovers down. He improved defensively. Lillard is not one to rest on his laurels. He is motivated to continue improving year in and year out.
Batum, good. Batum's got his second basket of the night.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Here's Ibaka, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ibaka's got his second basket. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it.
Me too. This has been great, guys. Look, the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
And it's Lopez penetrating. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Portland Trailblazers last season acquiring Robin Lopez essentially for 2 second-round picks. Just a huge pickup for them as he solidified their starting lineup.
And Robin Lopez taking to the quirky vibe in Portland, a big comic books fan. He's written a pilot for a TV show. He loves to draw. So he's got an artistic bent. And that's fit in great in a town that embraces the creative and the unusual.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Chris Kamen's checked in for Aldridge. Thomas Robinson comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Lillard. Jackson with it, now defended by McCollum. Durant just inside the line. Good as the jump shot falls. Durant's got 19 points. And Robin Lopez, a player who knows his role. Interior defense, Steve, rebounding, hustle points.
Well, perfect fit next to LaMarcus Aldridge. Selfless, team-first guy, does a lot of boxing out and screen setting. And had an excellent season for Portland.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Robinson misses. Thunder trailing by 3. There's 1:38 left in the third. And it's Durant missing.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Blake kicks to Kaman. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To tie. That's good. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Well, with Russell Westbrook Clark missing time last season with his knee problems, Kevin Durant had to step up his game, both as a scorer and as a playmaker.
And Kevin, you know, he responded with a historic MVP season, a career high in scoring and assists, all while cutting his rate of turnovers and shooting with remarkable efficiency.
Take a
Matthews, he's checked in for Portland. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. And you look at Jackson, one of the league's best, third in free throw percentage.
And that's what you like to see from the foul line. Guys that are comfortable, confident, and consistent. Free throws are a big part of the game, and this guy was one of the best in the league.
Here's Blake. 1:04 left in the third.
And Durant last season with the longest streak of consecutive 30-point games in over a decade. He got to 12 in a row and only stopped his streak because they were blowing out the Nets on the road in the fourth quarter, and they decided to rest him.
There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jackson passes to Durant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his third assist on the night. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Blake, guarded by Jackson. From 17 feet out, and Matthews gets it to go. Matthews has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've worked the ball around very well. And I'll tell you what, they continue to find good looks from mid-range.
Well, they're just taking what the defense is giving them because the defenders are backing off and daring them to shoot.
And it's Kaman missing. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. Here's Lamb. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Lamb's got his first bucket of the night. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after.
Tune in for a scary night of basketball. Halloween in the NBA. Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies go up against Paul George and the Indiana Pacers this Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie and the truck, for showing it. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
Oklahoma City has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. So for Oklahoma City right now, Lock in at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Reggie Jackson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Morrow in at the 3. There's the pass to Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Westbrook. Looking for Perkins. He gets it there from 6 feet. Tries again. And the layup good by Ibaka.
What a great battle these teams are waging today.
Yeah, you get the feeling, Steve, the game could swing on just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Lillard dishes to Robinson. Matthews against Jackson. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Matthews. And there's the feed to Aldridge. No coverage that time.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
Westbrook kicks to Morrow. Passes to Perkins. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Perkins got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
And Portland making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Lillard, the pass to Matthews. Fades and shoots. Here's Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Aldridge has got 10 points here in the second half.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Jackson kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Perkins. It's deflected. Wesley Matthews on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Batum dishes to Aldridge. Back to Batum. And he goes in for the dunk. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Lillard outside. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kevin Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. He kicks it to Ibaka. Unloads from 13. That's good. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Trailblazers trail by 3. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his third foul so far. And so here's Portland. Lillard outside. And here's Matthews on the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Morrill kicks to Durant. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the shot. Durant's got 28.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
They have found their groove from deep, Steve.
Aldridge with a screen on Westbrook. And Matthews kicks to Aldridge. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Aldridge has got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Now here's Westbrook. Feeds to Morrill. To the left side wing. Here's Ibaka, and he can't bank that one in.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
And Aldridge slams it in.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
And to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Shot left block. Again, Ibaka missing.
Boy, that's a shocking miss. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor, and the defense was nowhere to be found.
Lillard against Perkins. Outside Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard with no one around. Sinks the 3-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Well, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told us, guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
Lillard against Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. Durant with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Durant kicks to Morrow. Perkins with a screen on Aldridge. Fires the three, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Morrow. And it's a 5-point Thunder lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Durant, the pass to Morrow. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
He was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Lillard with it. Durant against Batum. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Matthews. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. No free throws good for Matthews.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They lead by 3. 1:37 left. Left in the 4th. And here's Westbrook. Inside. Pulls up. High post. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 11 points in the quarter.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 1:21 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Lillard against Westbrook. Lillard outside. Lillard left side. 6 to shoot. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Oh, hammer! And he'll curve the line.
Great job. Taking right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. At the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, so strategically everything changes a little bit. Those were very important foul shots.
Aldridge nails it. What a beautiful shot to pull him to within 3.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Westbrook gets to Durant. Dishes to Morrow. Batum against Durant. Lets it go from deep. Shot is off. Great D that time from Batum. Trailblazers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Stolen by Westbrook. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
They're behind by 4. 17 seconds left in the game. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Count it! And he is buffed under within 2 points.
And it's absolutely scary, frightening when Aldridge starts lighting it up like this.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That's going to be it. Great work at the charity stripe. That'll close this game out.
Lillard from outside. Moves back up. Can't hit from in close. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And now we send you down to Doris Burke courtside, who's with our Jordan player of the game. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be made of the scoring that you had here, certainly. But can you describe or put a value on the contributions of your teammates?
Well, it's a team game. Everybody has to come to play. Everybody play hard in the second half. We stuck together, so we just got to continue to do that.
A solid all-around effort. Thank you so much. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Okay, so talk about a nail-biter of a game. What a game that was. Final score, 83-79. But we'll take a look here at the box score, and I'll show you guys the box score of both teams there. I'm not going to really get into in-depth with it, but you guys can pause the video and definitely check it out there. As you see, Ulrich, he had 28 points, 8 rebounds in the game. He's pretty much the star of the game, and had a tough time trying to defend him in the post there, as you've seen. But now we'll look at the Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, Durant, 36 points, player of the game, 8 rebounds. There we see Westbrook, 13 points, and then Ibaka with 10 there. So a pretty good game overall. Nail biter there. Of course, you don't want to lose your first game, especially on the road there. So we've won that one. Now we're getting ready for the press conference here. You guys can look at the question there that the reporter is asking, and asking about our first time being in the Thunder organization as a GM. And of course, we're not going to be guaranteeing anything, and his goal is just to get this team together and get it, find the keys and the parts that they need to be a NBA champion team. So there you see we've already got up to level 2 as a GM here, so we're gonna go ahead and pick a badge here. And I'm not familiar which one I picked, but we'll see. I think I picked the Owner's Trust. So we'll see there. We'll try to get the Owner's Trust. Yeah, there we go. We'll see if we'll get that one. And it says it reduces negative owner trust by 10%. So there you go. So now we're trying to get the Owner's Trust. So hopefully, more trust we get from him, the more better job we can do of getting the right guys there that we need. Maybe make him spend a little bit more money on the players that we need and the right personnel to help us get to winning an NBA championship. So there you see our next game is against the Clippers. But before we get to thinking about that, we'll check out social media, and there you see what social media is saying about us. Of course, you see Durant. We posted online there saying that Kevin got 36 points in the ball game there. So it's pretty cool how they integrate social media. I'm assuming this is supposed to be like Twitter, the Twitter feed there, talking about what's been going on around the league and what other teams are currently doing. So we'll look at the team situation or team statuses there. And again, this is where you guys can have a conversation here with your players. And as you'll see here, we're going to talk to some of these players here and kind of just see how they're feeling after the first game there. And of course, there you see all the different pitches that you can make, and they tell you there how many are available for free. And then after that, you have to start using your VC. So we'll have to really pay attention to that and make sure that we don't, the VC that we earn, we can use that towards getting other skills and whatnot, and also answering other questions there. So there you see his morale went up there, so it boosted that his morale up there. And of course, we can go back and we can go back and talk to him again. But like I said, once all the free ones are up, then that's when you start using your VC towards answering questions. So we're just showing you here. We're go ahead and talk to Anthony Morrow. Here, a young guy here, so we get his morale up. And of course, the better morale, the better better chance you have a team playing as a team and winning games. So if everyone's happy and whatnot, getting the playing time they want, and just overall just doing well, then then you start winning games. Low morale means, well, you're in trouble, and chances are you won't be a GM for any longer. So we'll see here. We're talking to Durant here and getting his thoughts and whatnot. And we didn't ask him the right question there, so he's a little upset with that. So his morale is a little down there. Went down 2, so we'll get that back up. Of course, like I said, winning cures everything, as we all know. So we're winning games, his morale go back up. But there you see. Before we end the episode here, we'll see that the Oklahoma City Thunder, along with the Denver Nuggets there, both got a win. Of course, the Trailblazers lost against us, and the Jazz haven't played a game yet, and the Minnesota Timberwolves have lost a game. So we are now currently, like I said, early in the season. I got our first win here, and we get ready to go on the road there, as you see. The night before Halloween there, we play against the Los Angeles Clippers. So we got CP3 and crew there. We're going to have to play against them at the Staples Center. As we'll take a look here, they are 94 overall, so they're one of the best teams on this game, and we'll have to see what we can do against them. Well, that is it for episode 2. You guys definitely come back for episode 3. Like I said, we play Clippers, and we'll have to see what we can do against them, as we are now just 80 81 games away from getting to the NBA playoffs and whatnot. So we'll have to see. As always, guys, if you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and check out other great series here on ESGNet. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. The links are down below, also down there. And spread the word about ESGNet. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.